Right, right, hello Antonia. Right, we've just seen the video footage there, which was 4:41 when I got, no, 4:40, sorry, on the 13th of December when the police had entered the house and they took the phone off us, yeah? So that was at 04:40 on the Sunday the 13th of December. I was taken and put into the back of a police van, and that's the last thing I can remember.
Yep, and it's Antonia Dakin speaking. I can't remember what day it would have been. Would it have been about the 18th, 17th, 18th of December? I telephoned Rake Lake Hospital to try Rake Lane Hospital.
Yeah.
To try and determine where Anton had been, as he didn't even know what hospital he'd been in. Found out from Rake Lane he'd been sent to Cramlington Hospital on the 13th of December. When I first spoke to the receptionist in A&E, the guy there told me that Anton had been sent to ambulatory ward. When he passed me over to ambulatory ward, they denied having Anton Carpena on their system. I then got transferred back to the same guy in A&E who reassured me that Anton had been in ambulatory for 3 hours. Because he was so insistent that Anton was on his system, I asked him to transfer me back to ambulatory ward. When I spoke to whoever the lady was who answered the phone at ambulatory, again, she said to me there is no evidence of Anton Carpena being on our ward. He's not on our system. So when I pursued it further and said to her, so what are you telling me then? Someone must have manually deleted him off of your system. Is that what you're saying? All of a sudden it was like, oh, I found him on the system. As I said to her, bit convenient. And then that's when she said yes, he'd also been to orange zone, adult red zone, and she said, and something's very strange because he was also in short stay, which isn't even on our grounds, and on the system he was signed out of short stay and A&E at exactly the same time. She said, which is impossible to be signed out by 2 different departments at exactly the same time, and that was 14:50 on Sunday the 13th. She also told me that he had entered the hospital at 1:35 p.m. So when I asked her where he'd been previous to 1:35 p.m.
What day?
Sunday the 13th. She said, I have no idea. So considering the police picked Anton Carpena up at about 4:40 a.m. Sunday the 13th, witnessing him taking tablets and copious amounts of tablets, where the hell was he
Taken
from 20 to 5 a.m. to 1:35 p.m. before he was got any medical help or seen a doctor or anything. That's according to the hospital's own records. I've subsequently written to the hospital asking them to account for his whereabouts before 1:35 p.m. Sunday the 13th, and as yet I've not heard anything back from the hospital.
Right, so so I've been taken away when I'd overdosed. They obviously took me to either the police station or Rake Lane, because you're saying Rake Lane had said he had been passed over to somewhere.
No, when I rang Rake Lane,
yeah,
I said to them, I'm on the understanding that from the number on your hospital bracelet, the prefix to the numbers designates what hospital you've been sent to. Hence, that's where the wristband come from.
Right.
And the lady at Rake Lane said, I wasn't aware of that, but let me try it. I gave her the first few numbers of your wristband.
Yeah.
And that's when she said, yes, Anton Carpena was sent to Cramlington Hospital.
So I was taken to Rake Lane?
No. You were never taken to Rake Lane, you were taken to Cramlington.
That's unusual. Because the closest hospital is Rake Lane?
No, you didn't go to Rake Lane.
But it's on their system that I was taken to Cramlington?
Yeah. That's who put your label,
Hamilton did.
Cramlington, your
Right.
hospital wristband come
Yeah.
from Cramlington Hospital.
And so what time did I get into the hospital? So I was arrested on the Sunday morning, and it was on the Monday at 1 o'clock or something. You said
No, you got arrested at roughly 20 to 5 in the morning of Sunday the 13th.
correct.
And it was that Sunday the 13th afternoon at 1:35 p.m. that you appeared at on the hospital system.
Right. That's amazing. So
And the hospital's got no record of where you were before 1:35.
I was in police custody.
Yeah,
So I took an overdose and they took us and put us in police custody.
yeah. So
That's
you was,
against the law.
yeah, you was a potential suicide risk, and they've held you for, what's that, 4:45, 6, 7, 8, 9,
could
10,
have died.
11, 12, 1, roughly 8.5 hours in police custody
I could
before
have
they
died.
took you to the
I could
hospital.
have died in hospital in police custody.
Yep.
That's serious, isn't it?
No, that's why I'm waiting to get back from the hospital.
That's kind of bad. So, so then, when did you get in touch with you or speak to you after that? Or what can you remember?
The next I heard from you after we last spoke at 2 a.m. on the morning of Sunday the 13th
Yeah,
of December.
yeah, because you're my friend.
And then the next thing I heard from you was nearly 20 to 10 p.m. Tuesday the 15th,
Right,
which was the day that you'd been to court,
right,
and you were completely incoherent at 20 to 10 at night.
right.
You couldn't even string a sentence together. You were shivering, you were freezing cold, and that's when I asked you to keep your coat on, turn all the heating on, keep your coat on, and get into bed with your coat on.
What did I say?
You did.
I did.
You did, yeah, you got
Was
into
it?
bed.
Was it actually in my house?
Yeah.
Is that what I tell you?
Yeah. You'd been to the police station previous to that. You told me you laid outside the police station, and then
yeah.
they brought you in. Then somewhere between you being at the police station, they came back and
No. I'll tell you what happened. I was out released from court, got the metro to Wallsend, I had no money, walked to my house, the door was locked, walked to the police station. I don't know what time it was, but it had shut at 5 o'clock, and I had any keys to get in the house. I was locked out, so I just lay on the ground outside the police station. Outside the police station, I wasn't taken in the police station at any time. I was just laying there, and I don't know what time they came and told us that they came with some keys, but they weren't the keys because mine had a car key on, and that I'm sure the givers. I don't know what I can't really remember. I tell you the truth, but this is obviously because you didn't. I didn't know what I was doing, but you did. So I've came home. I don't know if they've given us these keys, and I've come home with the keys to fit in the door. But they mustn't have fitted the door, or I don't know. I couldn't understand it, but I ended up going round the back in line outside the back door, and I was woke up by police who came and changed the front door lock to let us in, and I got in the house that way, and I think I was arrested again.
No, that was Tuesday the 15th.
Right,
You'd found a phone in the house that the police hadn't taken to call me,
right,
and that's when you rang me at 20 to 10 Tuesday the 15th
yeah,
night, and that's when you were shivering.
yeah,
You couldn't string a sentence together. You
right,
couldn't remember anything. You were just all over the place. So yeah, when you was in bed, little bits, flashbacks were coming back. You then got up, made yourself a cup of tea.
really,
Yeah, you make a cup of tea. I'd asked you to make tea, but then you went back to bed because you were
I
literally
didn't really have a clue.
shivering. You were sneezing.
I
You
didn't
were
even-
coughing.
I didn't even know. I
I
can't
thought
even
you were
remember
coming
that.
down with a cold. And then Wednesday the 16th was my birthday.
Happy birthday.
And that's when you rang me in the morning, sang me happy birthday.
Did I was
Then-
early, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because I'd had any sleep that night, had I?
Yeah. Then you rang me again at 20 to 1 in the afternoon on the
That's correct,
16th,
I remember.
panicking because the police had been ringing you
That's
again
correct, aye.
and putting the phone down. They'd been
Yeah.
to your mum, who then rang you to say that the police was expecting you at 1 o'clock
Yeah,
p.m.
yeah,
on the 16th, and you had no idea why they wanted
Right,
you, and you started to go into panic mode.
right.
So I said, don't worry, I'm going to ring the police station.
Uh-huh.
I rang the police station
Yeah.
at 5 to 1
Uh-huh.
on the 16th,
Uh-huh.
explained the situation to officer called Joe, and I've got his number at home,
Yeah.
who again said there was no record of you wanting, to be called to the police station. He had no idea what I was talking about.
Uh-huh.
Pretended he didn't know who you were.
Right.
Told me I'd have to speak to the arresting officer, which
but-
he failed to give me his name. He
Yeah.
took my number to ask the arresting officer to call me, because I said to them, you will not be going down the police station today after everything that you've been through, that if they cannot leave a coherent message explaining why, or better yet, put it in writing, you will not be attending.
Uh-huh. What's that?
And then I tried to call you straight away. You went missing for an hour. Around 2 o'clock, you phoned me to tell me that your mum had encouraged you to go to the police station, and you was actually there at 1 o'clock while I was talking to them and then denying. And while I also spoke to Joe, whatever his number is,
See that? What was that?
hold on, I asked Joe about your charge sheet,
Uh-huh.
and he said there was no charges on the system.
Right.
So again, I questioned him. What do you mean there's no charges on the system?
Right. Uh-huh. So,
That's all he said.
and now you're saying that something about me mum or something when you had said something. I was trying to stop you when you said I can't remember.
Yeah, your mum had encouraged you to go to the police
Right.
station for 1 o'clock.
And was I talking
And you
to you
went.
at the time or something?
No, you told me after.
Uh-huh.
So
Well,
you were at the police station for 1 o'clock
Uh-huh.
while I was talking to them.
I never went to the police station alone,
Well, you must
I
have
would-
gone with your mum. That's when you went and found out they wanted to give you all the phones back. And you came home with
right.
all the phones
Uh-huh.
that they'd taken back in, what was it,
Yeah.
June, July?
Aye.
And you're back home after them giving you back all the phones
Yeah.
by 2 o'clock.
Right. And what day
And
was that?
then my birthday,
That's right.
December the 16th,
Yeah.
at 2 o'clock I spoke to you. And again, because it was my birthday,
Right.
you said, I know you're busy, I'll call you in a couple of hours.
Uh-huh.
I then didn't hear from you again until that was Wednesday, 2 p.m. I spoke to you. You resurfaced Thursday around 6 p.m.
Right.
because you told me at 4:30 p.m.
Uh-huh.
December the 16th that after just giving you back all the phones and you'd been down the police station, 4:30 they came back to your house and rearrested you
Uh-huh.
for allegedly sending a picture of your hospital wristband
Yeah.
to the crime commissioner.
Correct,
They
aye.
then reconfiscated the phones they'd only given back to you 2 hours previous, and other items in the house, which they to date have
Log.
failed to give you a log
Uh-huh. It was laptops.
of anything that was taken. There was no log of anything that was taken.
Uh-huh.
Um,
There was 2 laptops in the bags, aye.
yeah. So that was, you then rang me Thursday the 17th around 6 p.m. to
Yeah.
tell me that's where you'd been.
Uh-huh.
And again, you was in a state because
So
of
I'd
the
been-
shock of everything.
So I had been arrested again, and I'd obviously been kept in custody till the next day.
Well, what doesn't make sense is the police had asked you December the 16th to come to the station at 1 p.m,
Yeah.
which you did.
Uh-huh.
1 p.m, December the 16th, they give you all your phones back.
Yeah.
Within an hour, you were back home because you spoke to me at 2 p.m, December
Right.
the 16th.
Yeah.
4:30 p.m, December the 16th,
Uh-huh.
the police come to your house and rearrest you. Why the hell didn't they just arrest you when you was there at 1 p.m?
Uh-huh.
Because apparently on the evening of December the 15th, after court, because you were totally unaware of what your court order was, because no one at the court had given you any
Yeah.
paperwork,
Uh-huh.
you were totally unaware that you were not allowed to contact whatsoever
Yeah. Uh-huh.
the chief crime commissioner.
Yeah.
And allegedly,
Uh-huh.
you'd sent her a picture of your wristband,
Yeah. No, but now, can I correct you on that
your
one?
hospital wristband.
The email was sent, it was a picture of the wristband itself with no words or no content at all, and it was sent to the inquiries mailbox, which is normally Scott who gets it. So it was not sent to the Crime Commissioner, it was sent to Scott, who works at the office of the Crime Commissioner. So I hadn't sent an email to the Crime Commissioner at all. It wasn't...
again, why? They've not taken that further. They just held you in the cells overnight for sending a picture of a fucking hospital wristband.
I can remember that night, out in the middle of the night, I heard them open the door and 2 police come in and says, we're charging you, and then disappeared.
Where he was in the cells. And then, so after all of that, you and I spoke 6 p.m. Thursday. And then again, because I was out doing birthday things, then telephoned you on my way home around 9 p.m. And we were on the phone again till sort of 1, 2 in the morning, and at midnight, Thursday the 17th, that's when you saw on your monitor looked like a plainclothes police car outside. You started getting panicky again. Your panic increased when you saw guys get out of that unmarked car and come to your front door. I then, because you kept me on the phone, heard you talking to, they were from Capita. At midnight, they come to tag you.
That was the tag guy.
And I heard them saying, oh, we thought this had been rescinded, and the order for tagging had been rescinded. I heard the guy then make a telephone call and say to the guy, I thought this had been rescinded, and I heard the guy answer, tag him anyway. I then heard them plug that phone into your socket and test the phone line. You were video recording this, so there was...
I was.
Yeah, you video record it, but as soon as that weird telephone, once they checked that line, whatever it emits killed the
was a video recording at the time?
Yeah, killed the voice recording. And again, that left you feeling really vulnerable in your house, because you've now got this weird spy fucking telephone in your lounge. That was midnight of Thursday evening.
What is the time to come and put a tag on someone?
Exactly. And then Friday evening, again, we were on the phone, and at 8:30 p.m. on the Friday, there was a bang, bang, bang at the door.
Was there?
Yep. It was the police yet again. They came in, you would only let them halfway up the stairs.
That's right, aye.
And that's when they said, we believe that you've tweeted a suicide attempt again.
No, I haven't.
And they asked you what your handle was, whatever it was, and you confirmed it. They then asked you to show them your Twitter account. Which in my book, if they've come banging on your door 8:30 at night, thinking you're just about to commit suicide, he had a totally uncaring attitude about him. So, and they were trying to pretend they were there for your welfare. Because I had the phone in my back pocket,
didn't I? You were listening to this conversation because
I said to you, keep me on the phone. So I could hear everything the guy said. You then showed him your Twitter account. He was then satisfied that there was nothing on there about you posting that you was about to commit suicide.
Even though it showed the attempted murder of me.
So why the hell did they come round yet again on the Friday night? They then let you have Saturday night off. And if I remember right, something else happened on the Sunday night. When did that female police officer come round?
Oh, I don't know.
Because then you messaged the Church of England?
I had contacted Church of England.
Was that on a Sunday?
I can't remember. What day is it now?
I can't remember. I'm losing track of days since lockdown.
It's affecting everyone's society. I think
it's
they should...
Monday.
I think the
Monday the 28th today.
So it's like the cabal.
It's just been too much.
Stopping that.